Okay, sweet. So today we're going to do a traditional 26 into 90-minute yoga class. This style of yoga is usually done in an 105-degree room, but if you're like me, you don't have access to that kind of heat right now. So we do some sort of warm up at the beginning of class to get the blood flowing a little bit and the heart pumping before we hop into the yoga. In the past, I've been doing like cardio calisthenics, like jumping jacks and jogging in place. This week I've been doing something a little bit different, sun salutations. So we're going to do 5 rounds of sun salutations, Surya Namaskar. If you're familiar with sun salutations, you're welcome to do your own variation of them. Otherwise, I'll walk us through giving different variations every time. With all the yoga, whether it's the 26 and 2 or the sun salutations, if something doesn't feel right, you can either modify, do something else, or skip completely. At times, yoga should be challenging, right? You might be pushed a little bit, but you're never going to a point of pain. You know your body better than anybody else. I know this yoga pretty well. So between the two of us, we can usually figure something out for you. If you ever have a question, just kind of like make a mental note, and after class, feel free to message me, and I'm happy to talk with you about modifications or anything like that. So we're going to start with sun salutations. I recommend coming to the top of your mat, just for the sake of camera angle. I'm going to be towards the back, and I'm actually going to show you the first set from the side. So if your feet close together, take a moment, bring the weight into your toes, bring the weight back into your heels. All right, and start with your hands at your heart center, looking forward. And begin as you inhale, lift your arms up, look up as if you're saluting the sun. Hi, sun. Inhale. Exhale, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, fold forward, arms with your ears, place your hands on the floor, drop your head. As you inhale, lift halfway. Now, if you're flexible, you can have your hands on the floor, but otherwise you might want your hands on your shins or your thighs. The idea is weight forward in the toes and a flat back, inhaling. As you exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank. Now, if high plank doesn't work for you today, no problem. You can also be on your knees in tabletop. You're welcome to stay here, either in high plank or in tabletop, or as you're ready, we're gonna chaturanga. So it's a little bit like a yoga push-up. Rather than having the elbows at a 45-degree angle though, hug your elbows in and slowly come down. As you inhale, look up, and for this version, we're gonna do baby cobra. This should be pretty familiar for those of you who do 26 and 2 yoga. So belly on the floor, elbows bent, looking up, inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up for down dog. Now, if down dog doesn't work for you, please know that you can go from baby cobra into child's pose. So if down dog doesn't work for you, you can do child's pose, no problem. Otherwise, for down dog, bend one knee, straighten the other. Eventually, your heels will touch the floor. It doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Knees can stay a little bit. You can also try opening your feet a little bit wider. Spread your shoulders apart. That's the part that's hard for me. Drop your head and root down through all 28 knuckles, I say as my hand slides. Holding here, slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose using Ujjayi breathing. So breathing against the back of the throat, just like in pranayama. Okay, inhale. Look forward and step your feet back between your hands. As you exhale, drop your head down. Inhale, root to rise, come up. Arms with your ears, bend your knees, looking up. Exhale, arms back down. Good. Second set. Inhale, looking up. Hi, sun. Salute the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, put your hands on the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, weight in the toes. Exhale, place your hands on the floor, step back, high plank, or tabletop. Okay, good. Continue to exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, coming up, you can do baby cobra, or you can do up dog. For up dog, you want to get your thighs off the floor and the arms straight. If your arms are straight and your thighs are on the floor, this can be a little bit dangerous for your shoulders. Keep the elbows bent. Only if your thighs come off the floor, arms straight, up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, down dog, or child's pose. Then bending one knee, straightening the other. We'll hold here for 3 breaths. Gentle constriction to the throat, just like in the breathing exercise in 26 and 2. Good. Okay, look between your hands and inhale, step forward, place your hands back between your feet. Exhale, drop your head. And inhale, root to rise, arms of your ears come up, looking up. Exhale, hands down. Third set, a little faster, and I'll give you another option. Inhale, look up, salute the sun, hi sun. Exhale, arms with your ears, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time you can step or walk or float back. If you are floating back, you want to land with your elbows bent in chaturanga. If you land with your arms straight, it can hurt your shoulders, so land with elbows bent, chaturanga. Inhale, look up dog, or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, down dog, or child's pose. Bending one knee, straightening the other, holding here for 3 breaths. Root down the space between your index fingers and thumbs. Okay, good. Look between your hands. You can step or lift your heels, hop forward. Inhale, hands between the feet. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, root to rise. Arms with your ears reversing out. Look up. Exhale, arms down. Good. Fourth one. Inhale, looking up. Goes a little faster. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back. Chaturanga. Exhaling as you go down. Inhaling, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, down dog or half tortoise. Again, bending one knee, straightening together, spread your shoulders wide, spread your fingers wide, gently pull your belly in, drop your head down, looking towards your shins. Okay, look forward, inhale, step or float forward. Exhale, drop your head, fold forward. Inhale, come up, root to rise, arms with your ears. Exhale, arms down. Good, last one. Do whatever variation feels good for you. Here we go. Inhale, looking up, high sun. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back into plank or chaturanga. Everybody exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, coming up, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, down dog or child's pose, bending one knee, straightening the other. Lift your hips up into a V shape. Okay, look forward. Inhale, step or float your hands forward. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, come up, arms with your ears. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. Okay, from here we're gonna start the traditional 26 and 2, starting with pranayama, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. So for this, bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth, HA. Sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale. Slowly bring your chin down. Keep your knuckles under your chin like glue. Elbows up, stomach in. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back. Knuckles under your chin like glue. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, imagine you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Squeeze palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use our full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out just like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. So we call this a breathing exercise for a reason, the same way that you want to exercise your biceps, you want to exercise your lungs. Exhale, head up. So think about pushing the air out from the bottom of the lungs, middle of the lungs, top of the lungs, lungs empty. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more breaths in the second set. In the first set, look straight ahead, lift your elbows up, stomach in. Exhale, head up. Use your eyes to trace an arc along the ceiling. Look back, arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. Roll out your shoulders, your head. Remember, we do 2 of almost everything in Bikram yoga, so this set might be a little more familiar. Maybe you can breathe deeper. I will show you from the side. So keep your feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and really glue your knuckles underneath your chin, yeah? So your top thumb touches your throat. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose, against the back of the throat, create a little bit of a vibration, snoring sensation. Exhale, head up. Use your throat muscles. Think of your throat like a valve, constricted. Breathe slower, longer. Exhale more, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Slowly bring your chin down as you lift your elbows up. Exhale, head up. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Take your time. Elbows touch at the same moment your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Notice if you're rocking back and forth or side to side. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward. Hip muscles contracted, thighs tight, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. So just your neck and arms are moving. You want to keep your back flat, shoulders down, and chest up. Exhale, head up, no backward bending. Just your neck, spine drops back. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, open your rib cage wide. Suck your stomach in, expand your ribs, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, pull your belly button to the back wall. Stomach in, eyes open, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Let's do 2 more breaths in. The second set, look straight ahead. Can you bring your elbows back as well as up? Exhale, head up. Can you grow taller even as you exhale? Chest up, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. In the second set, make it the deepest breath of your life when your lungs are totally full. Surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Change. Arms down. You can roll out your shoulders, your head. Next is Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. So keep your feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, make like Charlie's Angels hands, stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle for half moon pose. So bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, upper body back, keep your arms with your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body. All over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anybody else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through the nose. If you ever find that you're holding your breath or you want to breathe through your mouth, it might be a sign that you've gone a little bit too far. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down into a crescent moon shape. Come down, push, push, push. change. Inhale to come up, reset. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend your body to the left as you push your hips to the right. So it's called half moon because you want to make a half moon shape with your body. Interestingly, the same way that we do like a sun salutation, a sun salute, there's also a moon salute or moon salutation, and this posture is part of it. That's why it gets its name. In the full 84 posture version of the 26 and 2 that we normally do, there's like a salute to the sun, a salute to the moon, and a salute to the gods and goddesses, which is kind of fun. If you're ever interested in the full advanced series, let me know. From here, we're going to return to the 26 and 2, the beginner series. So little adjustments, bring the weight into your heels. Hips a little forward, upper body back, push your right hip forward, get your 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower, petal blooming, come down, push, and push, and push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. I'll show you from the side. Keep your eyes open. Drop your head all the way back and then bring your arms back with your ears. It's a bit hard for me to talk and do it once, so I'll demo it quickly if you need to see, and then I will talk everybody through it. So full spine backward, bending from coccyx to the neck. Lower back, middle back, and upper back looks good. Bend your total spine backward, bending. Try to fall down backwards. Maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips. Everything forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Awesome. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, pull your belly in. Bend your knees and go down. Put your hands on the floor. Drop your head, should feel familiar. And then go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, and flexible. Okay, hands to feet pose, Padasana. Bend your knees, try to touch your stomach to your thighs. At first, just grab the backs of your calves or Achilles with your elbows bent. If it's easy to grab the backs of your legs, keep your elbows bent and see if you can grab your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers, little baby fingers, touching side by side. Throughout the posture, touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, and if it's accessible for you, even touch your face to your shins below your knees, so no room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight forward into your big toes. Push your big toes down. Lift your hips up. Pull on your heels a little bit more. Stretch your spine down. Lengthen your spine. Good. Change. Come up. Knees can bend. Keep your arms with your ears and your stomach in. Nice. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. That's the whole goal, just standing a little bit taller. Second set, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend to the right as you push your hips to the left. So keep your chin away from your chest. It's a very proud posture, and you have a lot to be proud of for practicing yoga today. I really mean that, right? Like so many people wanted to come to class today and like something got in the way or they slept in or whatever that is, but you got here, so good for you. Lift your chin, lift your chest, seal your lips, and focus forward. If your eyes are wandering, your mind is wandering, let this be 90 minutes just for you. Keep the weight in your heels. Push your left hip forward, keep your 2 hips in line. Right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Come down, push, and push, and push. Change. Inhale to come up, carefully come up. Stretch up tall, out of the way, stomach in the whole time. Slowly bend to the left, stomach in as you push your hips to the right. So on the surface, this can look like pure flexibility, but there's a lot of strength in this posture. Contract your quads, contract your glutes, pull your belly in, slide your breastbone up. Squeeze your palms together up to the wrists and push your biceps into your ears. Keep the weight in your heels and notice if you're starting to fold forward. Push your hips a little more forward, upper body back, chin away from your chest, stomach in. Push your right hip forward to keep your 2 hips in line. Left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower, petal, blooming, come down. Push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up. Second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. And then imagine you're tracing your fingers along the ceiling, down the back wall. Whole spine backward bending. whole front of the body stretching, and you even want to feel it like in your armpits. So really push your index fingers away from you, like lock out your arms with your ears, weight in your heels, squeeze palms together, push hands back, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, bend your knees, go down, put your hands on the floor, drop your head, and then go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set and what's still a little tight. There's no right or wrong. A lot of yoga is just an opportunity to check in, right? Like, how are you feeling? Is it easy for you to stay present in this action, or is your mind starting to wander? I invite you to be here now. Second set, hands to feet, Padasana. Knees, feet together. Bend your knees, grab your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Bend your elbows back, stomach to thighs, chest, knees, face on the shins. No room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight forward and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. Eventually the legs will lock. Does not have to be today or tomorrow, especially if you're used to practicing in a hot room. You're not in a hot room, right? So your hamstrings might not be quite as warmed up, at least mine aren't. Pull on your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up, stomach in, stretch your spine. Good, change, come up, keep your arms to your ears, knees can bend. Very nice. Arms down, high five. Okay, awkward Utkatasana, chair pose. Step your right foot to the right, 6 inches, hip width distance, not too big of a step. Keep the insides of your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging, all 5 fingers together. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down, like you're sitting back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down. Halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and arch your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight. Bring a little bit more weight back into your heels. Lift your chin up, chest up. Lean back, fall back, way back. Try to fall down backwards at the end. Change. Inhale to come up. Keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward. Now come up maximum on your tiptoes like a ballerina. So this is the first time we're playing around with balance. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees and sit down. One of my favorite things about this sequence of yoga is that it eases us in. So the first balancing posture, both feet are on the floor, it's just the heels are lifted, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up. Last part, heels down for a second. Squeeze your knees, your thighs together. Let your heels come just a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. There's no obligation to sit all the way down. Stop whenever you want, listen to your body, or when you're a half inch off your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine straight, so from the side should look like you're holding a box. Suck your stomach in, keep your spine straight from the side, change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, I'll show you from the side. Step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, not too big of a step. Insides of your feet parallel. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor. Tricep muscles tight. Suck your stomach in. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, sit down. So the first part's like a gym squat, right? You want to stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. All of the weight is in your heels. From here, suck your stomach in and lean back. A little bit of a backward bend. Roll the shoulders back and down. Keep the triceps tight, fingertips active, and your jaw relaxed. Sit down more, lean back more, lift your chin up, chest up. Change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push hips forward. So imagine you have a tail. You want to tuck your tail under, tuck your tailbone under, so the lower back is nice and long. Now come up all the way on your tiptoes. So for my flexi folks, don't stick your butt out. Push your hips forward, stretch up. Now bend your knees, sit down. So it's a little bit harder. Rather than folding forward, you want to lean back, heels a little higher, stomach in, knees a little higher, lean back into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up. Last part, heels down. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come off the floor and slowly sit down. Like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. You know, immortal words of Fat Joe, lean back, lean back, lean back. Lean back. Stop when you're a half inch off your heels. So there should be a gap between your heels and your butt. Pull your belly in, lift your chest up, and change. Lean back all the way up. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. Identify left, identify right. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm not mirroring you, so we tend to do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm, right under left. You have a couple options. You can grab your shoulders and give yourself a big hug. You can also interlock your fingers or have hands in prayer. You want thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. If your pinkies are towards your nose, flip your palms one more time, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg, right over left. At first, your foot's hanging out. Start to point your toes towards your calf, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot's not wrapping today, no problem. If your foot is wrapping and it starts to come out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, lean your upper body back at the end. Beautiful. Change. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head, left side. Exhale, left arm under right arm. Use some momentum, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down. One day, fingers go below your nose. Bend your knees, sit down, one step at a time, lean back, stay down there, and bring your left leg up and over your right leg. Now we're not symmetrical. This side might feel way different. You might know why, you might not. This is just an opportunity to notice without judging. Maybe the foot wraps, maybe it doesn't, no problem. Maybe on one side you have to grab shoulders, and on the other side you can have your hands in prayer, right? We're just a little bit different on both sides, that's okay. Start to sit a little bit lower. Keep the weight in your heel. Knees to the left, upper body to the right, stomach in, arch your upper body back at the end. Good. Change. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head, second set. Exhale, right arm under left arm, right under left. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg as high as possible over your left leg. Cross twist, breathe slowly. So you want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight in the heel. Just like the first part of chair pose, awkward, sit your hips back and down with maximum weight in your heel. Pull your elbows down. One day fingers go below your nose. Arch your upper body back at the end. Good. Change. Feet together. Inhale your arms over your head. Last one. Finish strong. Exhale. Left arm under right arm. Left under right. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees. Sit low. Get low, get low, get low. And bring your left leg up and over your right leg. Cross twist and continue to breathe. In and out through your nose. Knees to the left. Upper body to the right, pull your elbows down. Notice if your hands are going way to the side of center. You want thumbs in line with your nose, your spine. Sit a little bit lower. Keep the weight in your heel. Stomach in, arch your upper body back. Good. Change. Feet together. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, arms down. Party time. Grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Okay, so that was our warm-up, and during that warm-up, we started to ease into balancing, right? So for the next 3 postures, we balance on one standing locked leg. If you fall out in the next 5 to 10 minutes, just hop back in. So if you fall out of a balancing posture 5 times, always hop back in 6 times. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janushrasana. It's math. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Flex your toes back. Pull your belly in, and as you're ready, start to round down. See if you can pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked up to the webbing. Nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. This is the setup. You can stay here the whole time. If you've been coming for a while and you know your standing leg is locked, no bend in the knee, no wobble in the ankle. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower. Standing leg locked. Take a breath, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, looks good. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down and in. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your leg, lock your leg, lock your leg. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Squeeze your right butt cheek. lift your left leg up. Active left foot, flex your toes back, pull your belly in. You can stay here, or if you're ready, round forward and pick up your left foot as if you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Yeah, even your thumbs under your foot. Nice tight grip. Not that you've ever helped a friend over a fence. Concentrate, meditate. Inhale, lift your left leg up. So throughout the posture, standing leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If your standing leg is bending, posture hasn't started. If both legs lock, then start to bend elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. Keep bending elbows, chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Everybody, stomach in, heel forward, toes back. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend, whoo, or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Toes back, belly in, round down, pick up your right foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. If your standing leg is locked, lift your right leg up. And it's a real kick. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, keep breathing. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles and still you can balance comfortably. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Lock your leg, lock your leg, lock your leg. When you're ready, take your time reversing out, just the way you went in. Looks good, Kevin and Rita. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your foot. Lift your left leg up, toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your left foot. So pro tip, if your big toe keeps coming off the floor, you're leaning back too much, press your hips forward so your big toe glues down. Contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh, and now lift your left leg up. Sometimes we forget to use the inner thigh muscles as well, yeah? If both legs lock, you should feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of your legs, bend elbows down. If elbows go below the calf muscles and you can balance comfortably, then shift your focus, tuck your chin to your chest, and maybe put your forehead on your knee. Nice. Change. Slowly reverse out. Good. I just remembered I had a dream about that posture last night. Weird. Okay. Next is standing bow, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. If you're new to this style of yoga, listen extra carefully for the next 20 seconds. The grip for standing bow is a little bit confusing. Feet together. Bring your right hand up, palm faces the ceiling, elbow touches the body. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga. Okay. Reach back. Without turning or twisting your shoulder, elbow, or wrist, pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone. So from the side, you want to pick up the inside of your ankle. If this grip isn't happening today, no problem. Pick up the outside of your foot. What you don't want is an internal rotation where you grab like that. That can hurt the shoulder. So either outside of the foot or inside of the foot. Good. Bring your left arm up, arm with your ear, knees together. Lift your chin, lift your chest, inhale, stretch up. And as you exhale, charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. If you fall out, hop back in, kick even harder. Slowly come down, bring your body down and your leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself out, feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left ankle at the ankle bone. Try to bring knees together so your hips are square. Right arm up, arm with your ear. So lift your shoulder, lift your chin. Inhale, stretch up 1 more inch, and exhale, back bend. So keep your chin and chest lifted, kick as hard as you can, and slowly stretch forward. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Create maximum space between your hands. So push your left foot into your left hand and push your right fingertips forward away from your shoulder. Slowly come down to parallel. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Keep your standing leg locked. The best way to fall is forward. Body down more, leg up more. Slide your right shoulder forward. Keep your chin lifted, back bend, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick out, feet together, arms down. Second set, you can do it, bring your right hand up, bring it out to the right, reach back, and pick up the inside of your right ankle, knees together, hips square. Left arm up, arm with your ear, one day arm behind your ear flap. Lift your chin, lift your chest, inhale, stretch up, and as you exhale, slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward towards the mirror, breathe through your nose. Try to point your big toe up to the ceiling rather than to the left side of the room. So spiral your inner right thigh up, peel your left hip back, drop your right hip down. Keep your two hips relatively even. It's tricky for me too. So keep the standing leg locked, chin and chest lifted, drop your right ear down, keep your head on straight. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick up, feet together, arms down. Last one, bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left ankle at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Right arm up, thumb with your index finger. Lift your chin, thumb with your index finger. Lift your chest, stretch up one more time, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Sometimes it can be tempting to put our thumb on the top of the arch of our foot so we have a little bit more of a grip. Thumb with index finger on both hands, like little mitts for hands. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Relax your stomach, time to come down. Bring the belly button down to parallel, foot coming over the top of the head, body down more, leg up more. Push your right shoulder forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Wonderful, come to the back of your mat and towel, Tula Dandasana balancing stick, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. This is a flat back posture. Step your right foot forward. So imagine there's a board strapped to your back. Shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left foot off the floor, stomach in, and slowly tilt forward. So one day, doesn't have to be today, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T, like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Left foot down, right foot back, arms back, chin up. Step your left foot forward. Lock both legs. Lift your right foot off the floor and slowly tilt. So this is an active limb posture. Imagine your arms and legs are being pulled in opposite directions like a human tug of war, but you have to do the work. So charge your body forward, stretch back. Good, change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Take a breath. Good, second set. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, lift your chin, stretch up, and step your right foot forward. Lock both legs, lift your left foot off the floor and tilt. So keep your arms with your ears. Even if you don't go as far into the posture, try to get your armpits parallel to the floor. Suck your stomach in, no bend in the back. Body down, heel up, heel up, heel up, stretch. Good, change. Left foot down. Right foot back, last one just for fun. Step your left foot forward, lift your right foot off the floor and slowly tilt. Notice if one hip is way higher than the other, drop your right hip down, spiral your inner right thigh back. Try to shift the weight into the ball of your foot. Body down more, heel up more, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, come to the top of your mat and towel, standing, separate legs stretching. Dandayamana, Bikram, Paschimottanasana. So you're welcome. If your mat is this way, you can stand this way. I'm going to face you. Standing, separate legs stretching. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Big step, arms down parallel to the floor. You can turn your toes in so your feet are pigeon-toed. If you have active sciatic pain, keep the insides of your feet parallel. If you don't know what sciatica is, you probably don't have it, so you can turn your toes in, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Grab your heels from behind, step on your fingers, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up and touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. If that is like not happening, that's really normal. Take a bigger step. Take a wider step. And if you can't grab your heels, that's really normal. Grab the outsides of your feet or start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Here's the trick. Here are the two things everybody has to do. Roll forward so your heels are light. Bring the weight into the toes and then lock your legs. Contract your thigh muscles. So when the quadricep muscles are engaged, the hamstrings can stretch. For the flexi folks whose legs are straight, it's easy to like stop there, but it's not just straight legs, it's really engaged legs. Yeah, squeeze your quads, lift your hips, lock your legs. Good, change, slowly come up, push the hips forward to reverse out. Nice, step your right foot back to the place, arms over your head, arms down. If your forehead did not touch the floor in the first set, take a little bit of a bigger step. If your forehead touched the floor like super easily in the first set, take a little bit of a smaller step. So everybody always has something to work on. There's no like quote unquote into the posture. You can always stretch more. Second set, I'll show you from the side. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up. Swan dive forward, so flat back. You truly want to hinge at your hips. If you can, grab your heels, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward and push. Push your big toes down, push your knuckles down, push your butt up, push your knees back, lock your legs. First the legs stretching, then the hips stretching, lower spine stretching, whole spine stretching, whole body stretching. 3 60-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, go ahead, take a little bit of a bigger step, roll forward one more time, lift your hips up, touch your forehead to the floor. Nice, change, arms out, come up with a flat back, just the way you went in. Good stuff, step your right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. Very nice. Next is triangle trikonasana. Some people call it the summit of the standing series. It's a great hip and chest opener. It's a spine twist. It combines cardio, strength, flexibility, all of that good stuff. And just to keep in mind, this version of triangle is a little bit different from other styles of yoga. So keep an open mind and open ears. Triangle. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, a really big step. This is the widest step we take in class, at least 4 feet. You want to get your feet under your hands, a wingspan step. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, and turn your right foot out. You can turn your left toes in a little bit too. Make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your right leg and start to sit down. Eventually, hips down, knee over your ankle, but not beyond your ankle. If your knee's going beyond your ankle, you can take a little bit of a bigger step. Push your hips forward, keep your spine straight in the middle, and just move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. Aim your right fingers towards your big and second toe, but don't actually touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Come up, just the elbow in front of the knee. Now look up for a spine twist. See if you can touch your chin to your shoulder so the profile of your face is visible. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow turn. Twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, reverse out. So rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your 2 heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. If your step is too short, you can't sit down very low and your knee will go beyond your ankle. That can hurt the knee. Simply taking a bigger step and maybe turning your right toes in a little bit can help you sit all the way down. Lean back and just move your arms. Left elbow in front of the knee. Aim your fingers towards your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Look up towards the ceiling and actively stretch up. So this posture is a little tricky. You want to drop your right thigh down and then lift your right shoulder up. So one long diagonal line from your ankle all the way up to the crown of your head. Lift your right arm up. Stretch your left arm down, feel your chest open up. Sit down a little bit lower, stretch up a little bit more. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg. Left toes in, right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. Great. Second set, here we go. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Big step, arms down, parallel to the floor. push hips forward, lean back, turn your right foot out, bend your right leg, sit down, take a bigger step or rotate the left hip forward, sit down, lean back, move your arms, right elbow in front of the knee, aim your fingers towards your big and second toe, look up and stretch up. So you want to get your two hips in line with your knee, so left hip down, right knee back, right shoulder forward, left shoulder up, stomach in, sit down more, chest up more, block your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, make sure you're breathing. Inhale, bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, exhale, move your arms. Left elbow in front of the knee, right arm, inhale, stretch up, exhale, sink down. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Everybody turn, twist your upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your right leg. Keep your whole right foot, even your pinky toes, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. Great. Some people call triangle pose a marriage of the heart and the lungs because they want to work in sync. The next posture is standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikram, Jani Sharasana. And some people call this one a marriage of the pancreas and the kidneys, which I think is really fun. The idea is we're going to round our spine so much that the pancreas and the kidneys start to squeeze together like a wedding, standing separate leg, head to knee. You can believe that or not, but it's a fun visual, yeah? Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, just cross your thumbs. I figure it couldn't hurt. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Still a big step, at least 36 inches. Shift the weight into your heels. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back foot in. For me, that's my left foot. So turn your back foot into a 45-degree angle and then push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Lots of clean angles in this style of yoga. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine. So this is a rounded spine posture. It's what we call a compression posture. Anytime you feel your head to knee, it's all about compression. We're going to touch our head to our knee, and in the process, we're going to compress our abdominal wall. If you're having trouble touching your front knee and head together, you can take a little bit of a bigger step. Now bend your front leg, tuck your chin to your chest, and see if you can get your forehead and knee closer together. One day, forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs real quick. Hands together first. Once your hands are together, arms of your ears, change. Slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Good. Pick up your toes, balance challenge, pivot on your heels 180 degrees to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back foot in and push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So again, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Chin tuck to chest, suck your stomach in, touch your knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers just beyond your big and second toe and bring maximum weight to your front. For me, that's left foot. Lift your left hip up, push your right hip forward. Try to keep your 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, reversing out. So right hip forward, 2 hips in line, full stop at the top. Good, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels. Step your right foot back, arms down. Second set, standing separate leg, head to knee pose. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, just your thumbs crossed, maybe other thumb on top. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet. Pivot on your heels, face one side of the room, push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your right foot all the way down. Try and keep your hands together in the second set. Of course, if they need to separate, no problem. Chin tuck to chest, round your spine. So touching your knee and head together might sound arbitrary, but I think it's kind of a miracle, right? You're rounding your entire upper body over half of your lower body. True extension to the spine, great stretch to the neck, true compression to the throat and the abdominal wall. Push your forehead into your knee,
Lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl as if you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest. Arms with your ears, head up last. Good. Now pivot on your heels, pivot on your heels. Uncross your feet if you need to. Make sure the back foot is turned in. Push hips forward a little bit more than you think you need to, evening out the hips. Stretch up first. Tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Arms with your ears. Shin tucked to chest. Hips in line. Tuck your chin to your chest, hands together. Touch your knee and head together. So picture the kidneys stretching on the lower middle back and the pancreas squeezing on the deepest level of the abdominal wall. It's a really good flush out for the stomach here. Pull your belly in, round your spine. A little bit more weight into your front foot. Right hip forward, two hips in line. Push forehead into knee. Lock both legs, hands together, arms with your ears. Change, slowly uncurl without twisting your spine. You want to keep the hips and shoulders in line all the way up, head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat in towel for tree pose and toe stand. The next two, well, really three postures are our hip opening series. Tree pose, Tadasana. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. This style of tree pose is a little bit different from other styles. You want to open the hips, put your foot on top of your shin, eventually your knee or thigh, and if you're able, grab your foot from underneath the foot so sole of the foot is flat to the ceiling. Some styles of yoga call this posture standing half lotus. So you're training your hips and knees to sit in lotus pose one day. You can hold on to your knee with your hand, and if you're ready, let the right knee drop down and back. One day from the side, two knees in line, never force your knees. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up, palms together, namaskar. Elbows down, spine straight. Think about temporarily eliminating any curvature in your spine. Good, change. Slowly with control, lower your right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg and lift your left leg up. Keep in mind we're not symmetrical. This side might feel or look different. Eventually hold on to your foot from underneath the foot. Slowly, gently let your left knee drop down and back. You want to feel this in the hip and not the knee. If you always feel this one in the knee, message me after class. I have a slightly different way to get into this one where you'll feel it in your hip rather than your knee. Never force your knees. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. On the other side, my foot stays in place. On this side, my foot slides. So I'm going to continue to hold on to my foot with my hand. But you can bring hands together if you're able. Push your hips forward and lift your chest up. Good, change. Slowly lower your left leg down. You're welcome to do a second set of tree. You can also try another fun posture called toe stand. This is one of my favorite postures to fall out of. I'm gonna shift the focus just a little bit. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. For this one, you want your foot anywhere above your knee, anywhere in the thigh is great. Bring one or both hands together, namaskar. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. If you're new, you're welcome to watch. Otherwise, focus on one point for balance. Suck your stomach in and fold forward. So a trick with balance is to focus on one unmoving spot on the floor. Place your hands on the floor. Walk your hands forward. Shift your weight into your arms. Lift your heel. Bend your knee. Sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Breathe through your nose. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together. Elbows down. Spine straight, maybe come a half inch off your heel. Then focus your gaze forward, shift your gaze if that's easy. Gaze is the last thing to change. Good, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up to reverse out. You can come up on 2 legs or come up with your standing legs straight, hips forward. Whoop. Very nice, change. Right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up anywhere above the thigh. If you know your foot is prone to sliding, you can hold on to your foot on the way down. Otherwise, both hands together at heart space. Suck your stomach in. I'll show you this one from the side. So suck your stomach in and start to fold forward. You want to go down with a relatively straight leg. At first, you're dangling forward. Eventually, hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward and shift the weight forward into your arms first. Lift your heel. Keep leaning forward as you sit. So the weight is in your arms as you bend your knee. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. So eventually, you want a nice flat back. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight.
Point your toes, maybe come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor. To reverse out, lift your hips up to straighten the leg. Remember, you can come up on 2 feet. Otherwise, push your hips forward to reverse out. Good. Change. Left leg down. Honor yourself. Give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Otherwise known as the portion of class where I go, oh my God, I really need to vacuum. Okay, so here we go. Have a sip of water if you want, and then turn around for Savasana. Okay, sweet. You made it. Good for you. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, breathing normal. Savasana. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. When your limbs are close together like this, your heart and lungs don't have to work very hard to pump fresh blood and oxygen through the body. It is truly restorative. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. One more time, slow inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, relax through your jaw, shoulders, hips. Let everything sink a little lower to the floor. We continue. Pavanamuktasana, wind removing pose. Lift your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee. Pull your knee out and down and hold. Avoid your rib cage. Believe it or not, this is part of the hip opening series, just like tree and toe. From a bird's eye view, can you see it? Like if you were to bring your heel towards your costume and let your right knee drop, it would look like tree pose, right? But this is a little bit different. You want to bring right foot to the right, so ankle, knee, and shoulder are in line. Good, change. Right leg down, left leg up, grab your left shin just below the knee. So pull your knee out and down and hold. Avoid your rib cage. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle doesn't naturally touch the floor, that's normal. Flex your toes back to your face and then pull down a little extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Nice, change. Left leg down and both legs up. Grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a really big hug for coming to class. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your 2 heels in line, side by side, not crisscross. When you line up your feet, we line up your hips a little bit more. For this version of Pavanamuktasana, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, gently tuck your chin to your chest, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone, joint, skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good, release, change, arms down, eyes open. We do a mini savasana between every set of every posture to kind of recalibrate the body and allow for unrestricted blood flow. Second set, lift your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe other thumb, pinky finger on top, switch the grip, pull your knee out and down and pull. So you are putting a little bit of pressure on your right hip capsule, right? Cutting off a little bit of circulation to the right hip. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, right leg down, fingers release, so hip flushes out, hands flush out, and then left leg up. Interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out and down. Maximum pressure in the lower abdomen. Posture is good for grip strength. It's good for digestion, and it's good for flattening your back. So notice if you're rolling weight to the left, try to anchor right shoulder and right hip on the floor. Good. Change. Left leg down and grand finale. Both legs up. Grab your elbows each other. And I should have said this in the first set. If you can't grab your elbows, that's really normal, right? You can grab your knees, your shins. You can interlock your fingers. Grab your forearms, eventually grabbing the elbows. And for those of you who are like, it's easy to grab your elbows, hey, keep going. Palm your elbows. Yeah, so you can always get even more compact. Squeeze knees together and down, pushing any gas bubbles out of the stomach, maximum pressure in the lower abdomen. Squeeze a little bit tighter. Thank yourself for coming to class. Good, and change. Arms down, eyes open, breathing normal. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back, especially any lower back pain or a history of slipped discs, please skip the sit-ups or at least the first sit-up. roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, let's do a straight leg sit up together. I'll show you the first one from the side for anyone new to this style of sit up. So legs together, toes, heels touch, flex your toes back towards your face. You want to keep your heels on the floor, so really tight legs. Inhale your arms over your head, cross your thumbs, so just the thumbs cross, palms face the ceiling, arms over your ears. Take a breath, hold your breath, tuck your chin to your chest, suck your stomach in, squeeze your butt, and sit up. Heels on the floor around your spine, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. So every time you sit up, you want to exhale twice, elbows to floor, forehead to knees, rounding your spine. Good, turn everybody lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. So place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders. Elbows should point up to the ceiling like grasshopper wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Very nice. Use 100% lower spine strength. Come up halfway only, looks good. Just your belly button on the floor. The rest of your chest is in the air. That's a really good adjustment, Corey. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle, but you can keep your arm out for your elbow, no problem. Hug your arms into your sides, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, lift your chin up. Chest up, look up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Good, and let's do second set. Bring your chin forward. Hands on the floor below your shoulders. Make sure your hands are flat, not cupping, all 5 fingers together. Feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor. So this is a really great way for like a myofascial stretch, right? You're stretching the fascia on your chest. You are strengthening your legs, your glutes, and your spine muscles. So press your feet down, contract your thighs, squeeze your butt, push your feet down. Make sure your hands are flat, not cupping. Roll the shoulders back and down, stretching through the chest and throat even more. Feet together, look up towards the ceiling, chin up, chest up, look up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your left this time, right ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Okay, locust, Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your shoulders, palms the other way, so palms face the floor, thumbs outside. If you have an elbow injury, keep your arms out to the side, Corey. Everybody else, see if you can bring your arms underneath your body. One day, baby fingers, little fingers touch. If your thumbs are touching, flip your palms the other way. Palms face the floor is much safer for your shoulders. Words are hard. Bring your chin forward, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So pure strength here. Stretch your big toe back, lengthen to lift. So lock your right leg, lift your heel up. Good, change. Slowly with control, lower your right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes and lift your left leg up. See the foot coming over the top of your head. If the foot's coming to the right of your head, drop your left hip down so your hip and forearm still touch. Spiral your inner left thigh up so the sole of your left foot is flat to the ceiling. Lift your thigh up. Good, change. Slowly with control, lower left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Grab the floor with your fingertips. Squeeze your butt, mouth down to protect your neck. Nice long neutral neck. Lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, feet together. Squeeze your buns, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect. Look to the right, left ear on the towel. So I don't know about you, but for me, that posture is cardiovascular, right? And it's intended to be that way. We literally bring weight into the heart muscles so the heart rate increases. So it's cardiovascular, and we create a bit of a tourniquet effect on the arms. So when we release out of the posture, we have an elevated heart rate and lots of fresh blood rushes through the knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. So good for circulation to the arms. Second set, bring your chin forward,
arm straight position, flip your palms down. And for some of us, this is enough of a tourniquet effect, right? Eventually wiggle your arms under your body. It might be uncomfortable, but it should never be like sharp shooting pain. You can have your chin forward, so one day throw it on the floor, but if this hurts, you can tuck your chin in, even in the first part, so there's a more neutral neck. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall, use your big toe. For my flexi folks, notice if you're pushing down through your elbows and wrists. Instead, micro bend in the elbows, try to push down through your shoulders and fingertips. Good, change, slowly right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So try to root down through your palms rather than your wrists. Try to press down through your shoulders, triceps, rather than your elbows. Lock your left leg. Change, slowly left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin in, mouth down, kiss the towel, bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide, maximum surface area with your hands. This is a jazz hand situation for sure. Mouth down, shoulders down, point your toes, squeeze your butt, and lift both legs up. You can do it. Let's hold here for 20, 19, 18, feet together, 17, you can do it, 16, I'm right there with you, 15, 14, shoulders down, 13, 12, squeeze your butt, 11, 10, eyes open, 9, mouth down, 8, shoulders down, 7, feet together, 6, 5, 4, you can do it, 3, 2, 1, change, slowly lower down, good for you, arms out, look to the left, everything you own in a box to the left, take a slow inhale through your nose, slow exhale through your nose, picture highly oxygenated blood rushing through your limbs, healing any scar tissue. Visualization helps. Full look at bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. So eventually arms out to the side like airplane wings. Please don't force your shoulders. If your arms need to be back a little bit, that's fine. Feet together, toes, heels touch, squeeze your butt. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and fly. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow, looks good. Think of your neck as an extension of your spine. So you're not like jamming your neck back, you're just looking up. So there's a nice arc to your whole spine. Feet together, toes, heels touch, triceps tight, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up. Come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on the towel. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. Second set, bring your arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Make sure your hands are together, even thumbs with index fingers. Super active hands here. Feet together, lock your legs, squeeze your buns, point your toes, look up and fly. So this posture, again, it's a great opening through the shoulders, the chest, the throat, and it's really good for strengthening your back muscles. All of the muscles in your back getting so strong. If this is really uncomfortable for your shoulders and neck, know that you can have your arms back. And sometimes when I have a pinch nerve, I even just have like my hands in like this. Eventually they're out, but it doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Again, this yoga should never be painful. It can be challenging, but never painful. Feet together, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left and breathe. So it's part of our job as yogis is to like discern the difference between like, you know, like, ooh, this is challenging and ooh, this is painful. And as a longtime practitioner of yoga, and you might have experienced this too, sometimes it's a little bit of a gray area, right? You're like, this isn't that bad, but then if you do it every day with repetition, you're like, ooh, that really hurts. Even if you're having a moment in class where you're like, this isn't that bad, if it really hurts afterwards, especially if you're doing it in repetition, please back off, right? We're using like our mental skills to like reduce the ego. Sometimes I certainly fall into the category of like wanting to push myself to extremes. And just remember that one of the biggest yoga challenges is like backing off, right? It's the sweet spot between patience and determination. If you're too patient, not much happens. If you're too determined, you can get a little bit hurt. So you're finding a way to practice yoga every day in a way that's sustainable, that's challenging from time to time, but it's never punishing, right? You're never punishing yourself. Last one on the stomach, floor bow, Dhanurasana. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside. If you can't grab both feet, just grab one foot, opposite arm out in front. Second set, switch it out. Squeeze your inner thighs, knees together, point your toes, look up, and kick hard into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Notice if you're like rolled back, roll forward, looks good. Freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Nice. Jamie, do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Looks so good, Mario. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel. Breathe through your nose. Good. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet or the other foot from the outside. So if you've been coming for a while, if your wrists are bending, try to straighten your wrists so it's more like upper fingertip flexibility and strength. Point your toes, look up and kick. Like you could go rock climbing after this, right? So bring the insides of your wrists closer together, straightening the wrists. So shoulders, elbows, wrists, all in line. All that nerve ending from your neck all the way to your thumb should all be in line here. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, point your big toes up to the ceiling, squeeze your butt, hold on tight, look up, kick, 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 kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, right ear on the towel. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Place your hands on the floor below your shoulders, tuck your toes under, push up, and we're gonna hold in a plank. You can be on your knees, your forearms. If you have bad wrists, you can be on your fists. Otherwise, hug your elbows in. Long neck, lift your heels up, building a little bit of internal heat towards the end of class, stomach in. Good, change. Come to the top of your mat and towel. For the fixed room series, Supta Vajrasana, start standing on your knees and feet in tabletop position. I'll show you the first set from the side. You can stay here in tabletop, especially if you have really tight ankles and your feet are kind of lifted, eventually ankles flat. As you're ready, start to walk your hands back. You can have your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. Okay, slowly over time, you will sit your hips down between your heels. If you're sitting on your feet, open your feet more. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down. Ooh, I'm gonna run into my bouncy ball, right elbow down, left elbow down. Drop your head back, head on the floor. Tuck your chin and neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head. Grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. I really mean that. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, never a point of pain. So I think Jane sometimes describes it as like, it's okay to have like a yellow, discomfort, but it should never be a pain that you would describe as like the color red, right? Like a yellow sensation is fine, but not like an orange or a red sensation. Never sharp shooting pain, just a gentle stretch. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet, come up carefully, head up last, turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect on the lower body. Lots of fresh blood rushing through the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. So this is one of those postures where the release from the posture, the Savasana, is as therapeutic as the posture itself. And if that one's hard for you, just know that it's hard for a lot of people. The postures that are the most difficult are usually the ones that we need the most, yeah? So if you have a tight lower body, like tight ankles or knees, this is your posture. You might not go very far, but you're probably actually stretching more than some of the Gumby folks who can go all the way in, right? For them, it's maintenance. For you, it's like, an active posture, right? Where you're just trying a little bit every day. Legs together, arms over your head. You can roll off to the side or tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, another sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat and towel. Second set, fixed firm. If first set was tough, try opening your knees more. Remember, you can keep your hands on the floor in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. Another trick for those of you with thick thighs, save lives. Slip your calves out. Now see if you can sit down between your heels. If this is easy, my flexi folks, knees together. Toes point back, insides of your feet parallel. Put your palms on your soles. Right elbow down, left elbow down. Drop your head back, head on the floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows and hold. So it's easy to look at people going all the way in and being like, they're doing more than me, but actually you are probably doing more than me, right? If this one is hard for you, you are working very hard right now. Please don't discount that. Again, gentle stretch, but never a point of pain. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on your feet, come up carefully. How about last? Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. And for my flexi folks, there is no ending to any of these postures. Once you're at a point where it's easy, like keep going. Yeah, move your spine more, bring your knees closer together. If you're ever bored with a posture, please message me. I promise I can find a way to make it difficult for you again. There's no ending to these postures. At first it's maddening, then it's freeing, because when you realize there's no end, there's no limit to the human capability, there's also no timeline, right? Nothing has to happen at once. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the back of your mat and towel half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, sitting knees, feet together. I'll show you the first one from the side. Hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, stretch up, stomach in, and slowly go down. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, try to touch forehead to floor first, and then little fingers. Active arms, get your elbows and wrists off the floor. Tilt your pinky fingers down. As you inhale, reach your arms forward. As you exhale, sink your hips down. One day, forehead touches the floor, hips touch the heels at the same time. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Slowly come up, arms over your ears, stomach in, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. One of my friends who's also a teacher of this style of yoga, she once told me, she's like, I love it in that posture when like you get that neck chiropractic adjustment when your neck cracks. And I'm like, what? I've never had that before. Am I doing it wrong? And the answer is no, right? Like we all experience all of these postures different, which I think is kind of beautiful. We're doing the same thing, but we experience it differently, not just because of like, you know, we have different lifestyles. Maybe you ran track and I did basketball, right? Not just that, but like we have different physiologies, right? All of our pelvises are slightly different. All of our neck spines are slightly different. So you might feel like a nice neck pop in here, or you might not, and there's no one way. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. And the same way that we don't physically experience the postures the same, we also don't like emotionally, mentally, spiritually connect to the yoga the same. So your experience in this class might be very different from somebody else's, and that's beautiful. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, compare and contrast. Palms together, get inspired by each other. Stretch up and slowly go down, chin away from your chest, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, slowly come up, arms over your ears. Nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. I just think that's such a lovely thing, right? That we can all be doing relatively the same movements, but have completely different physical, mental, emotional experiences with them, yeah? This nice way that like we're connected, and yet we're also reminded like everybody's life path is a little bit different. So take it easy on yourself. Take it easy on your friends and neighbors, especially the folks that you know who don't get to do yoga. There's some people out there who have no idea that it's possible to feel this good. Be extra nice to them. Legs together, arms over your head, or invite them to yoga. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the top of your mat and towel for camel, Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Show you the first one from the side. Okay, so stand on your knees 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands at your lower back, waistband, spine, thumbs outside, fingers down. Push your hips forward, squeeze your butt, keep your eyes open, and at first just work on looking up towards the ceiling. Looking up towards the ceiling. If this feels okay, drop your head back, keep your eyes open. You can stay here, or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway, freeze in the middle. If this feels okay, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, please keep your hands on your back to support your back. As you inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, push your hips forward, hips over knees, chest up to the ceiling. Chin away from your throat, look for your toes behind you. Good, change. Put your hands on your back. Push up without twisting your spine. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat.
Take stock, take note of what you are experiencing, whether it's physical or psychological, and then just let it go with your exhale breath. Yoga provides us a middle path where we can acknowledge how we're feeling, but we don't have to attach. So if you feel nauseous in that posture, it's the difference between I acknowledge that I feel nauseous, but I know that I am not sick, right? It's a feeling, not like a personal statement about yourself. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. I feel lightheaded, but I am still grounded. Come to the top of your mat and towel. Open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees. Still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands at your lower back, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, and a little bit goes a long way. Simply by standing on your knees and placing your hands on your back, you're already opening through the front of the body. When you're ready, drop your head back. That feels okay, go back halfway. If that's easy peasy, right hand down, left hand down, but you're never forcing, right? Push your hips forward. If this is easy, work on the thoracic spine, so really lift your chest up, squeeze shoulder blades together, drop your head back, breathe. Good. When you're ready, place your hands on your back first, and now push up. Head up last, lovely, turn around, Savasana. Enjoy the Savasana. This is like maybe the most important Savasana other than the one at the end, so let your body be heavy. Let the floor hold you up, especially if you're on a relatively hard, flat surface. This works to your advantage. Picture your whole body, all the ligaments stretching out, spine getting longer. Good, let's keep going. Remember, you can roll off to the side and skip the sit-up. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Enjoy the stretch. Great, turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel for Rabbit Sasangasana, our deepest forward curl. So sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, flip the L's down, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin tuck to chest, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but keep your head in place. If your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up. There's very little weight in your neck and head. The full palm grip on your heels supporting your body weight. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, inch by inch, row by row, head up last, turn around, Savasana. And let's do second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, arms with your ears. Good. Second set, Rabbit. Let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Make L's with your hands, flip your palms down, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin tuck to chest, pull your belly in, touch your forehead and knees together, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between knees and head, walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Everybody, squeeze your heels together. Squeeze your heels together. Squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you need to hear things 3 times to internalize them. So if nobody's told you yet today, you are loved. You are loved. You are so loved. Change, hips down first. Slowly uncurl, chin tuck to chest, head up, very last. Good. Turn around, Savasana. So I believe the message of this class is love. The mode, the medium, I should say, is yoga. And the technique is discipline, not like Catholic school discipline, like dojo discipline. If you come into the yoga class with a little bit of attention to detail, a little bit of discipline, you will leave more loving towards yourself and others. But that is the goal, not to touch your head to your knee. But let's try touching our head to knee one more time. Jani Shavasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. The postures are a tool. That's all. They're not a means to an end. So Janarasana, head to knee pose. Right leg out to the top right corner of your mat, bend your left leg all the way in. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, touch your forehead to the knee. So eventually you can touch your forehead to your knee with a straight leg.
you'll lock your leg and bring your elbows to the floor. But here's the deal, none of that has to happen today. All you have to do is touch your head to your knee. So if you need to, bend your right leg as much as you need, touch your knee and head together, now you're in the posture. Good, change. Arms up, left leg out, right leg in. Remember, left knee can bend, stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Interlock your 10 fingers, grab the ball of your left foot just below the toes, flex your toes back to your face to stretch the Achilles, bend your elbows down to open shoulder blade scapula, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right, 2 shoulders in line. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you are skipping sit-ups, stay here. Otherwise, carefully lie down, let your spine realign, and sit up. Good, for Paschimottanasana stretching, I'll show you this one from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Knees might have to stay bent at first if you have tight hamstrings, that's fine. Just fold forward with a flat back, try to touch stomach to thighs. If this is easy, try to straighten your legs, stick your butt out a little bit, and then lock your legs. If your heels come off the floor, then bend elbows down. So this is a flat back posture. Go down stomach to thighs like somebody's got a rolling pin on your back. Stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day toes and head touch. Then change, come up, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Still breathing. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. And we go again. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. All right, all right, all right. Second set, head to knee pose. Right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L, a 90-degree angle. Inhale your arms over your head, interlock your fingers. Turn to your right, exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine. If it's easy to touch your forehead to the knee with a bent leg, keep going. Kick your heel forward. Flex your toes back. If your leg is straight, lock your leg. Everybody, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, flex your toes back. Even if the knees are bent, flex your toes back. You know, with like baseball and basketball starting back up, I just keep thinking to myself, I really hope they're doing yoga. This posture is so good for stretching your Achilles so that if you do other types of sports, you will not get an Achilles tear, right? You're stretching your Achilles here so that you can do the other things you love in life for longer. Change, arms up, both legs out. You can stay here or lie down on your back, let your spine realign and sit up. Good. Second set, Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. You can pull your butt out from behind you. If it helps you, it helps me. Notice if your toes are turning in like tacos. Tacos come after class. Spiral your inner thighs down. Flex your little toes back so that the soles of your feet are flat. This creates a different rotation in the pelvic and hips. Lift your heels off the floor if you can, lock your legs and then fold forward. Lead with your heart, not your head. Probably a good idea after class as well. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up, pull, stretch, stomach to thighs, pull, stretch, chest to knees, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, come up, turn around, Savasana, very nice. Last posture of the day is a spine twist meant to reset your back after all of your hard work. Should feel really good. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest. Sit up. Wonderful. Turn, face your beautiful self. Take a moment. Identify left. Identify right. Don't mix them up. Here we go. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm close behind you. Left arm. Stretch up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand. Hand, heel, and knee all touch in one spot. You can also have your left leg straight out in front of you. Inhale, stretch up. Pull your belly in. You got it. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor. Grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh. Try to keep your right foot flat on the floor, point your left toes, pull your belly in, eyes open, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good. Unwind, change. We're gonna do the other side. I'll show you from the side. Bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee. Remember, you can always have your right leg straight out in front of you. Left arm close behind you, right arm up, stretch up and over. Grab your right knee with your right hand. So one day, hand, heel, and knee touch.
Look down. If you're sitting on your foot, slide it out of the way. Evenly distribute your body weight on your butt cheeks. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. Notice if you're leaning way back, lean forward. Instead, stretch up. And if this is easy, do the half bind. Inhale, stretch up, pull your belly in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. How many yoga teachers does it take to screw in a light bulb? One to hold the light bulb and one to say twist, twist, twist. Finish strong, legs together, arms over your head, final breathing, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. I'll be here all week. Okay, good. Turn, final breathing, Kapalbhati, skull shining breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs, and if it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, see if you can sit on your feet. So for this version of final breathing, you're gonna exhale through your mouth, and as you exhale through your mouth, snap your belly in. When your stomach relaxes, your lungs will automatically take in air. So it's gonna look and sound like this. So the exhale is quite audible, but the inhale is very subtle. You hardly notice that you're taking in oxygen, and yet you can repeatedly exhale. Kind of cool. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate, sit up tall. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, shoulders down, spine straight, arms strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs. I'm going to give myself a B+, A- on time. We finished 3 minutes late, but you know, we started a minute late. Anyways, if you need to go right now, I totally understand. Otherwise, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, and enjoy some last moments in Final Savasana. If you're able, this is like the most important part of class, just letting everything soak in. Take a moment to really acknowledge all of your hard work. Sometimes like it really did feel like hard work. Sometimes it's like, I didn't work that hard, but hey, I promise you did, yeah? Even if your work today was like easing off and taking it easy due to an illness or an injury or what have you, like that is hard work as well for a lot of us, sometimes harder than the postures itself. So we're always doing our own version of yoga, whether that's pushing ourselves or easing off. Those are all worthwhile ventures. So take a moment to really acknowledge all of your hard work, not just the physical, but the other stuff too. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, let your body relax, sinking a little bit deeper into the floor. Picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.